little snow here, nothing much. We got, I don't know, maybe 16, 18 inches, which for us is nothing. It's just enough so you got to plow the driveway. Mostly because I'm 800 feet off the road. I got an 800-foot driveway, and none of the delivery people will drive up my driveway unless it's perfectly clear. And actually, I've had them, you'll see in the video, you'll hear me comment about a couple of the issues I've had with them leaving packages down by the road. So with that, just a short video on what I do to plow my snow here, and hope you enjoy it. And don't forget to like and subscribe. In the meantime, we'll catch you on the next one. Have a great one. So that's how the video is going to go today. Nice. Every time I turn around, something's going to fall apart, break, or smash. I can tell. Well, folks, I thought I'd take you for a little ride today just because this is what I'll be doing for a couple, 3 hours this morning. We didn't really get that much snow, but I have to keep the driveway open pretty good. I'm getting a delivery today, and a lot of times they won't come up the driveway. I guess they're scared of getting stuck and not getting out of here because they leave the packages down by the end of the road, and sometimes you get an immediate notification. Anybody who's ever followed the tracking, sometimes you get an immediate notification that it's been delivered, and it usually says front door. It never says on post or on snowbank at end of driveway. It never says that, but I have to go down and look because that's where it is. A lot of times it's a different driver, but I haven't had the same delivery service driver in about 2 years. The one I've got right now has been around for about a good 3-4 months, and I think he'd probably come up, but I'm not sure. But I do know I've actually stumbled across packages down on the phone post down next to the driveway, or my address post. My neighbor came up, my tenant actually came up the other day with a package and said, here, they left this on the post next to the driveway. And of course, when the wind blows, who knows whether I'll get down there in time. Of course, that day I wasn't following the tracking. I mean, I get email notifications, so I'm sure I'd gotten the notification it's been delivered. I just didn't see it because I was out doing the same thing we're doing right here. I was plowing snow, and hadn't got around to checking the tracking yet, so I had no idea there was a package there. thank God for her, or I'd have noticed it probably, I couldn't tell you how much later that day I'd have noticed it, but I'd have noticed it when I checked my emails at whatever time of day that would have been, and gone down and looked for it. But I was plowing snow one day a couple of years ago, and I saw a plastic or cardboard box. Actually, I pushed snow like I did right there up against the snowbank, and this cardboard box came tumbling down off of it. It was in a plastic bag, but still, I thought, you're kidding me. Of course, this was before, I think it was one of my daughter's or one of my wife's packages, so I didn't have the tracking on it. I had no idea it had been delivered, or to go look for it. It was buried in the snow about like today, and I'd push the bank up like that, and down come the box. Luckily. Now, how irresponsible is that? I have an 800-foot driveway. It's not 50 feet from the house. I'll show you. You'll see how long it is when we go down the driveway. So that was a little frustrating. That was several years ago, and it has not happened since. Now, 2 weeks ago, delivery service dropped one off. That's the one that my tenant brought up. They left it down there on the address post. But still, it's like, are you kidding me? I get in and out of my driveway. I usually keep the driveway plowed pretty good. There might be 2 or 3 inches of snow in it, but there's never this much snow in it left like this. And there's more than enough room. Any drivers that have been up here know they can turn around in the driveway. It's all solid. Anywhere I plow, it's solid. I don't plow anywhere where it's not solid. The only place it wouldn't be solid would be right where I am right now in the spring when it starts thawing. This gets pretty soupy out through here. But the rest of it, absolutely fine. No reason to be a chicken. And you'll notice I don't plow at 100 miles an hour. It's just not worth it. It's rougher on the equipment. Doesn't really accomplish anything. You don't get done really a whole lot faster because you just lose so much snow around the edge of the plow. The slower you go, the more it'll carry. But I'm not on a time schedule. This is my house, my driveway. When I get done, I get done. I do have the blower on the tractor, but I don't have a cab on the tractor, so the blower on the tractor gets used mostly if I ever have to move snowbanks back. You can see I push snow back quite a ways here. It doesn't take long to run out of room, but it takes a while. That's me shaking the plow just to get the snow off. It's not the plow rattling. So we'll make one more pass this way, just to give me room to get turned around without backing into my wood pile there. Or 2 passes. I may make one more. So on the truck, I apologize for the video quality and the videos you've been getting, but I just lost my knack for decent videos. I've got to almost go back and watch some of my tractor videos because maybe I'm way off, but I think they were much better than this truck. The problem with the truck is I've been taking all kinds of little short clips as I'm in the garage whenever I'm doing anything, and then I have to go back and try to figure out and piece those together into a clip that's related, because a lot of times I will make a short clip about something and reiterate something that we have already covered, and that just makes it a total confusing mess to try to straighten out. And that's what I've been doing, is going through all those short clips. So I'm trying to figure out what the easier, better way is. I don't have an answer yet. I think it might be, my GoPro is old. It's a GoPro Hero, just a Hero. My wife bought it for me for Christmas, oh gosh, a lot of years ago. Before I started doing YouTube, probably a year or two, I dug it out of the closet when I started doing the YouTube. And it was probably 2 years old then, and that's when I noticed that she bought they sold her the camera and a spare battery. Well, you tell them this is a Hero. It's not a Hero 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, blah, blah, blah. It's a Hero. And there is no way to take the battery out and change the battery. I shouldn't say no way. You probably could tear it apart and take it out of there, but there's not an access door where you change the battery. In other words, changing the battery on this unit was not something it was designed to do. It wasn't designed for a spare battery, so you can just plop a battery out and put a new battery in it. So they basically ripped her off, selling her that battery for this, because it doesn't take a battery at all. I shouldn't say it doesn't take a battery at all. It doesn't have provisions for a spare battery to swap out batteries. That's it, plain and simple. So that a little disconcerting that they did that. So whoever sold it to her, I can tell you the place, but you know, it's doing any good to bash the place, because there's probably 100 of you out there who've had excellent luck at that place. So we'll just leave it at that. It was a big store, big box store, chain store that sells electronic stuff. That's where she bought it, thinking she was doing a good job, and you know, God bless her, thank her for doing what she did. I'm still using it, but it's frustrating. I got a spare battery that's absolutely useless. And this battery, this unit is so old, this battery won't last only about 5 minutes now if I go to use it. So I have to keep it plugged in. But my thought has been doing exactly that, just plugging it in, parking it somewhere, and if I remember, I remember. If I don't, I don't. And letting it run all day long. The problem is, it is easier to edit videos like that. But I am not that organized. I can't stand trying to get organized. In other words, I know a lot of these guys probably write down their scripted, what they're going to do today, what they're going to talk about, what they're going to work on, and you know, nah. I did that for 33 years, 32 and a half at my job. Every day was scheduled, and it was pretty much by the book. I'm not going to do it in my personal life, in my retirement. I just make these videos, and if nobody likes them, they don't like them. Obviously, I don't have a huge subscriber base or fan base, but I just do these. I don't do that many videos. I just don't think to do videos. I don't know how many times as I've hit that one a little hard, boys. It's a good way to get stuck. But anyway, we're on a downhill slope too, so I know better to do that, but we got lucky, we got out. I've got stuck there before. But anyway, so I'll keep the videos coming. Oh well, I'm not trying to do this to make a living. I enjoy watching YouTube videos on certain subjects. So I make my videos for those who enjoy watching the YouTube videos on the subjects I'm making. V-plow. I've had straight plows since forever. I've personally owned them since 1980. Forget when I bought my first one. Prior to that, I used my brother's all the time, but I've never had V-plows until I bought this in 2015. And I did it because our driveway is so long, and we had a couple of those, like we just had the other day, those 16-inch wet, nasty, packy snowfalls, and trying to plow my driveway with a straight blade is not impossible, but it's not easy because you can't angle it. The snow won't slide off the blade. It just pushes the pickup sideways. You can only push it straight so far, and then the cutting edge will trip, and then the blade will ride up over the snow. So you have to plow the whole driveway going to the side a little bit, to the side a little bit, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, if you know what I'm saying. And it gets a little ridiculously monotonous, pain in the hoo-ha, to the point where I get sick of doing it in a big hurry, no doubt. So I got this V-plow thinking I could at least go up and down the driveway with it in the V position to get started anyway. And man, what a difference. It works perfectly for that. And also, you know, I like it for piling snow because when you have it in the scoop position like it is now, as you'll see, the snow kind of comes right to the center and squirts up right out of the center and squirt up over the pile. So you can pile snow a lot higher with one of these than you can a straight blade. Just because it squirts it right up out, almost straight up in the air, but it'll squirt it right over the top of the pile. A lot of times. I can't hear it because I'm at an angle. I'm not hitting the pile straight. Not hitting it straight nor fast, either one. That's my alarm telling me I don't have my seatbelt on because I'm driving over 5 miles an hour here. Alrighty. I need to make us a second access for my light plug because I really need to get my light plugged in and plug my light in and go down and plug the camera. There, that should be good. Run over here and I'll poke a couple holes here. So when my delivery comes, they will come in my driveway. See that little red post right there with my number on it? Oh, the 5's crooked. But anyway, that's the post that they left the package on here. Oh, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. They've left it over here on this green one too, the telephone post. You've seen that